A little girl ran out of a store but tripped on a stick and started falling face first 2 feet in front of my scooter. I jerked the handlebars sideways and the Lime scooter went out from under me. My phone was still mounted on the handles as the whole thing scraped across the sidewalk and my elbow smashed and dragged against the concrete, but I managed to avoid the little girl completely. I could hear chat notifications from my live stream going crazy. The little girl was crying face down on the sidewalk when her mom came sprinting out the store and started screaming that I was a monster. I'd torn up my elbow to save her kid and I was about to get blamed for hurting her. "You hit my baby!" I tried to point at the stick still sitting in the middle of the sidewalk, but her dad was already on the phone calling 911, and her mom dropped to her knees crying about teenagers going too fast on scooters. A crowd of bystanders had started forming around us and they were all glaring at me like this was somehow my fault. I put my hands in the air. "She tripped." The dad told me to shut my mouth. My scooter was lying on the sidewalk next to me and I could see my chat going insane on the screen, but nobody else was paying any attention to it. The cop pulled up to the curb and the parents swarmed him at the cruiser door, the mom crying, the dad pointing at me, and the bystanders all nodding along like they'd witnessed the whole thing themselves. He started writing without even looking at me. "I have proof. I can show you." He just kept writing. Nobody was going to listen to the teenager on a scooter, and they were going to drown me out until the cop drove off with me in the back seat. I pushed up onto my feet with blood running down my forearm, and I screamed. I was live streaming the whole thing. The sidewalk went quiet. I ripped the phone out of the mount and shoved it at the cop. Chat was scrolling faster than he could read. "She tripped. The stick. He never touched her. Someone had already clipped the crash and pinned it to the top." The cop watched 5 seconds of a little girl's foot catching a stick and me bailing out so I didn't hit her. He turned to the parents with a raised eyebrow. A week later, I was riding the same route home on the same scooter, and my chat was 10 times the size it had been that night. Now, I always keep an eye out for rogue sticks and flying little girls.